Hello world, this is Zan playing turn 15 of TLC Endworld as MA Archocephaly. I actually just finished recording this turn, and I had to pause the video because I had an interesting question that it'll come up later as I re-record this. And when I came back to it, instead of unpausing the video, I just canceled the whole thing. So here I am doing this again. Woo! So the main thing that's going to happen this turn is our battle in Cape Helles, which was the throne with the sorceresses and the crystal Amazons and all that fun stuff. And so yeah, let's go ahead and watch that real quick. So if you remember last turn, or if this is the first turn you're watching this, my strategy was have these mercenaries I hired just kind of run to the back and eat arrows and distract their main units and such. And my main core of hoplites is going to just inch their way forward and meet up with these phantasmal warriors. And I also have a few slingers, and they're doing slinger things. Who cares? And then in the back, I have the Face of Kirby 1, who's going to do a 4 spell buff cycle, casting Stone Skin instead of Iron Skin, so that she can cast Elemental Fortitude and have 5 shock resistance, because this lady here has Air 2 magic and a bunch of air gems, so I'm theorizing that she might summon air elementals. It seems she's content to just shoot out some skeletons right now, which is kind of weird. Also to note, I had Kirby on attack closest, because with the Mace of Eruption, she can clear out these phantasmal warriors that would otherwise take me some time to chew through, because my guys do not have magic bullets. And all the while, these mercenaries are just bait. It sucks to do that. Unfortunately, this happens, and my hoplite line kind of splits up, and that's really bad when it comes to getting shot at by arrows. Yeah, some of them are near death. That's my Tolby's Ghost, is my prophet. He's clearing out some of these skeletons. And now the lance charges come in, while Kirby 1 inches her way up. Alright, and it looks like, for the most part, that's a wrap. Yep, now their mages are also retreating. Great. So, we successfully have taken the throne at the loss of all of the mercenaries and 17 hoplites, which is pretty significant loss. It's really unfortunate that the line split up like that. I can't remember if I had an attack closest. I probably didn't. Let's see. Yeah, they were on attack rear. So that's just my scripting part. I'm always terrible at scripting the actual units. For as much as my strategies is always have my units hit things really hard, I'm always really bad at doing that. At scripting them and placing them properly here on the field. Whoops. So as you noticed, a lot of commands have already happened because, like I said, this is the second time recording the turn. So the main things to note that I did was, now that the Face of Kirby 1 is free to do as she wills, I'm sending her into Tentacle Deep, which honestly, if I hadn't gotten the message from Ormor last turn, I would have been fine sharing this lake, especially since my Dominion is going to overcome his in the lake for a bunch of reasons. But because he sent me such a not nice message, or at least one that I did not take too kindly, I'm just going to take my lake, and if he wants to take it back, he can take it back, and then I'll take it back from him. Other than that, I made sure that I'm recruiting mystics all over. This fort has an extra CP because it was building this mystic last turn. So this turn there's an overflow of 1 commander point, so I'm just going to get another scout. I'm going to stop recruitment of these monkeys because now the gold is starting to hurt. And that's even with all that PD I wasted last turn, all the money I spent last turn. Hey, I got it back. Luck 3 is great. And I also got some Earth Gems. So Luck 3 is coming in clutch. Or Turmoil 3, Luck 3 is coming in clutch. And that led me to the reason that I paused this whole turn, which is this is the Throne of Misfortune. So that'll bring me down to Luck 2, which, you know, it's not the end of the world, and this is otherwise a really good throne to take, especially if you're Luck neutral. However, greatest income, my greatest income when it comes to both gold and gems so far has been luck three. So this actually stumped me for a second, and I went and I posted in a few places. And before this turn rolls, I'll leave my turn unfinished for a while, just to get everyone's responses. But it looks like, um, not the majority, but some people who I've talked to in the past and I've taken their word as advice for, have leaned toward not taking the throne of misfortune. It's a very divisive question, though. It seems a lot of people on either or. And I did tell them, hey, look, I'm on turn 15. These are my scales. I'm not in danger. I didn't tell them I'm MA Archocephaly. I don't know how much that affects it because I mean, 4 Astral Pearls is double my current astral income. That's insane. I mean, like maybe I can even take that and like cast Eyes of God or something. I don't even know where that is. Where it is in Gen 5. I don't know. Like that's significant, and it's turn 16 right now. So if the turns double, that's another like 60 pearls or something on its own. That's a lot. That is a lot. So it's really something to consider. I'm gonna wait for what the community says because I'm really at a loss. I'm fine with either or. I'm leaning toward not claiming it just because it seems like I'm making 4 to 5 gems per turn anyways by having luck three. So I'm leaning toward not taking it. Uh, yeah. So by the next turn, I've made a decision, and we'll see. Other than that, let's see. I'm building more infrastructure, temples all over. Once I temple lab up here, I have to come down here and temple this as well to get that extra push because I know Asphodel's going to build forts, temples, labs, and all these forests. So they're going to have some pretty gnarly dominant push. And I don't want that in either of these provinces. So I might even have to have 1 or 2 of these chicks preaching up here to stop that. Because not interested in our Lord and Savior Zul'jin and his decaying forests. Other than that, as well, I think I spoke about the sacreds here. Because this is a Crystal Amazon province with a lot of population, which is great, I can actually recruit a good amount of these Pegasus riders. Once I build, well, let me see the difference here. So 75% and 100%. I could check, or I can do the math, but don't feel like doing it now, on checking the recruitment points. Because if this is 74 right now, and maybe this doesn't have all my terminal scales. With the castle, if it just goes up to 148, I could recruit 3 of these, and they're actually kind of be useful. They're not quite Rin Riders, but I can buff them and such and make them so. And I doubt most people will expect that. But check this out, because this kind of synergizes a little bit with my larger bless. By them being size 5, their charge bonus on the lance will go up to 10. Because flying charge bonuses is based on your size. So it's twice your size. So like when a Kalian does it, because they're size 3, their charge bonus is 6. But this person being size 5 will have a charge bonus of 10. So this lance charge on turn 1, because you don't need to be blessed to get larger, on turn 1 will hit for 25. And that's pretty significant because that can kill a lot of mages that aren't expecting it. Now, without any buffs or blessings or whatever, most of these chicks will die because they have very, very low protection. They have very good defense skill and attack skill, so they can repel and dodge very well. But if there's any sort of range fire or magic involved, they're in trouble. So this is a very good addition to my armies. What else is relevant here? The only thing that might counteract everything I have just said is the light lance. Let me see. Yes, actually, here it is. Darn. The bonus damage is, it reads on the bottom, the bonus damage is limited to half the strength of the charging unit. That is when you use the light lance as opposed to the regular lance. So shoot. So that means turn 1, the charge bonus is 6, not 10. If I give her, so we're talking a 21 charge on turn 1. If I give her Strength of Giant, she'll go up to 16 strength, which means the charge bonus will also go up to 8. So Strength Giants will be 19 and 8, so 27. So Strength of Giants will be very significant to upping that charge bonus, just due to the way that the light lance works. Um, and just to double check, I think you have a heavy lance. Huh. Oh, so it must be. Oh, okay, here we go. Heavy weapon is what confirms it. Okay, so yeah, the heavy lance, or a heavy lance is an actual lance. Late age guys use it sometimes. So the regular lance is a heavy weapon, and that'll do the full strength bonus. But unfortunately, the light lance does not count. Darn. Other than that, I think we're just chartling up a little bit because I'm pretty far ahead. Uh, and yeah, I think that'll be most of the turn. Here's the research, which should start skyrocketing exponentially due to having 3 forts to make mystics out of, and soon to be a fourth. 3 forts, 4 forts making mystics, and then this one making the Hyreas. So yeah, I think my research is going to shoot up very soon. Another debate I'm having is whether to make more astrologers or mystics, because they are cap only, they are rare, they can do a lot for me. I'm not going to go into them this episode, but they can do stuff. They can do stuff, and I need them. They research half as fast as the regular mystics do, and I think there's something to be said about hitting key research earlier. So I'm going to leave this as unfinished, and that'll be turn 16. I might have said 15 at the start of the turn at the video. Sorry about that. Yeah, with that, I'll see you guys next time.